Hi guys, welcome to the Friday post RBI event. So we'll see आज क्या हुआ है market में overall, and we'll just try to see if we have any better opportunities today and how do we spot them really. So we'll begin with the simpler watching the first of all market pulse as I tell you every time. If you are new to this particular tool, start first of all understanding the context of the market, and then you go into finding out the trading opportunities. Don't just go into finding trading opportunities, because if you don't understand where the market is and what it is doing, it will then become difficult for you to navigate into your trade. Okay, so first we will see index. Overall index seem healthy. There's good put writing visible. Okay, Bank Nifty is having a very volatile day today, although I did spot some put writing happening. And while we are sitting at the max pain area, but we may not see a bigger fall coming as of now. Okay, so we just have to be watchful and see how the day goes and with respect to the put writing and everything. If we come down and see currently what we have is a Chola Finance, we'll go to the stock, and it is having a good OI built up. It is right now into profit booking zone. We'll see how to take this opportunity to trade. We will come to that. First, we'll just try to see overall what the picture is looking like. So, Chola Finance is having a highest OI. PFC has unwinding because probably a short covering. Apollo Hospital is having a narrowest CPR, but it is right now into sideways zone. Overall, it is bullish with respect to the option data. And if you see a day high breakouts, currently there are three stocks. REC, if you remember, it's been coming to our screen even yesterday. Also, we saw PFC also, and Bajaj Finance. I think today being the RBI event, this is a kind of a stock where there's a lot of traction. Okay, and if you see right now in our put writing section, this is what I tell everyone just to keep on spotting, just to understand if you see any kind of a high, opportunity, high good trading opportunities where the put writing is happening, because I always believe if the smart money is entering into any index or stock, the moment they start doing it, they will start writing the options, especially they start writing the options which are higher than the current market price. This is what I have tried to even build in with all the conviction filters. You will see in some of the filters I have tried to add that if there is a put writing happening above the stock current price, which means the chances are that we might witness that strike, that is a price that will be coming in a coming days. So currently, as you see, Bank Nifty, there's a put writing happening all the way till 54,800, which means in somewhere people believe that this RBI policy is good enough, and there's a chance that we may see a rally coming into. We have to be just careful and see and spot the opportunity accordingly. Okay, uh, for the opportunity spotting, you always use a CPR. If there's a put writing and you see index or stock or anything drifting down and touching the CPR and then trying to rise, that is the opportunity for you. If you see Bank Nifty today did the same thing. It rose, it was above the CPR later when the RBI policy commentary started. So it started to come down and it took a support at CPR, and then there was a put writing and then started to rise. Okay, so that is how you should trade it. If it is in between, you should avoid it. The reason for me adding CPR is because then you should be having some kind of a ground to think that yes, this is the right time, right place to buy. So if it is above the CPR and it is extremely strong, then you know where to put. If it is below CPR and if you are bullish on this, allow the CPR to go and cross first of all, and then you think of the opportunity. So use the CPR to your advantage. It is not just any normal tool. It is very handy, especially if you are trading options and futures. It's going to help you a lot. Believe in it. Give it a time, and just use certain techniques which are very much uh, which have been time tested, and I use it. Something like narrow CPR, extreme narrow CPR, virgin CPR. All these CPRs have some value to it. They let me think and take a pause and then trade. So I try to resonate overall my trading with the CPR and then the F1O data. Data will always supersede any indicator, there is no doubt. But if there's any kind of a confusion or imbalance in the data and the technicals, just try to wait till both come into the sync, and that's where your opportunity would be. Okay. Currently, both the indexes are in a war zone because there's a put build up. Both are having kind of a good OI build up. If you see, Nifty is having kind of a 46% OI build up than the previous day. Probably a good, some people are believing that there would be a further rally coming in. So just be watchful and watch out the put writing. You may see put writing happening over here. See, currently it shows put call writing, but it is very far. So, and it is very far than the current price. So I don't want to really go with that, because currently we are sitting at 23,428, but the call writing that we see is 24,000. So it is just in someone writing far calls. So it's okay, nothing much to worry in that. Supply has come up as a top put writer. Just watch out overall structure and accordingly trade it. This screen basically would actually give you a lot of good hints when it comes to understanding the texture of the market. Now, if you see breadth, market breadth is very important indicator. This tells you where people are tilting more. Right now, what we see out of 66 stocks that we have currently, 31 are bullish. So nearly 50% we are in the bullish zone. Okay, 13 are neutral, which means that they can anyway anytime go into bullish or bearish. But currently weightage is more to the bullish. So I don't want to short this market for a very simple reason. I'll wait for the better opportunities. Market is drifting down, it is again coming back. That's the reason, because the overall texture is very strong. Okay. And usual, then you see your top gainers, top loser, and most active this thing. And the most active you see Chola Finance. We will see if Chola Finance is able to cross the day's high, and that's when the opportunity will start rising. Okay. Even Adani also is showing good kind of put writing. I saw 30-40 put writing happening. So this is a good stock to keep and watch on. This is not a tipping advice, first of all. Let's have a good and clear disclaimer that this is just an demonstration of how to use the tool. Don't think and take this as a trading opportunity. Consult your financial advisor always. Okay, so now we move on to the intraday log. This is one of my favorite scene always. It takes a time. First of all, if you would have noticed, it takes nearly an hour to filter the data. It's because the kind of this structure, rules I have put in. I want this to be a very peculiar screen. Instead of giving out of 66 stocks, if it is giving you only 3 stocks right now, it is doing a good job. Which means it is not picking up anything randomly. It is picking up something where you can actually think and find an opportunity. Okay. So currently, how do I look at this particularly? Yesterday, what I did when I was doing some kind of I was just trying to improvise over all the signals. So I realized if any stock, for me, priority, if I am trading, the priority for me is to find a stock where the put writing is happening above the current market price. That is a gold standard for me. I want to believe that this is going to be a strong contender for further rally. So when such stock comes in, I want not just them to be high conviction, but have some kind of a extra visibility. So I started to add a 3 star. So 3 star would typically mean that not just it is having a good open interest build up, which is here, is for almost 4.5%, but it is showing a put writing which is above the current market price. So current market price is sitting at what, 54,570. Put writing what is visible right now is 54,900. So I want such kind of a stock to be filtered as high conviction and the 3 stars. And I have written down over here what kind of a conviction and what it does. So if it is a high conviction 1 star, so writer is kind of a within 2 strikes. So in an example of Bank Nifty, if writer was nearly at 54,300, 54,400, etc., so that's a 2 star conviction. It's not bad because there's a put support happening, but it is not the gold standard that I want. And if it is writer at the ATM, so in the example of Bank Nifty, ATM is 54,500. So if it was sitting at 54,500, so it will be 2 star for me. But if it is beyond the current market price, extreme conviction, that is where I think even that is somewhere people believe that this is going to rally further. It is gonna right now it is consolidating. It is going to grow into. So hence it is right now showing as a high confirmation. So 3 star, top notch for me right now. And then I have also added a volume filter because I wanted to show that current what we have. If there's a volume increase right now being shown, so what is the history behind it? So currently Bank Nifty has a volume which are higher than the last 2 days. So I am also very confident right now looking into this, stating that this might be something that might sustain. It is not just a one-off rally because of an event. Someone is building the volume, someone is writing the put. So there's a good context right now. These things become important for me. When you look into this particular screen, what you should focus on are these things. If you want to see other stock what are coming into, no problem. But if you are very peculiar on how to pick up and what all to trade, this is what you should focus on. Focus on high conviction with 3 star. That is a top notch for you. You can just watch, observe it for a few days, and then see how do you can blend in your decision making tool. Okay. Uh, Currently, that's the only one signal active as of now. If I go to CPR, which is what I like to see most of the time. So currently, what we have narrow CPR is nearly 50%. Okay, but I can't trade everything. So what I do, I first of all try to find out if there is anything confirmed. In a confirm, which typically would mean that it matches with the open both CPR and the option data. So currently, as we saw also in the other screen, there's a put writing of 54,900 happening, which means this is a good safe enough option right now. Similarly, if you see CanBank is also appearing in this particular thing. It has a wide CPR, okay, no problem, but it is having a put writing which is above the current market price. So I will watch it out how it, and then I have to define my own risk the way I trade it, and then accordingly I decide what to do with this. Okay, but this is the presentation right now. If I untick this and just focus on only put writing, nothing else, and I'm okay with it being not so into confirmation zone. So I may have one more stock which is right now appearing. So it is currently not relevant because the put writing that I see is much below the current market price. Okay, so I don't want to really pay attention because it is 6% beyond the price. I am okay with this kind of a gap, 0%, less than 1%, but not that far. I don't want to really invest much. This is a gold standard because this is having price which is up 2% above the current market price. So this is something very interesting. I'll keep a watch on this. Okay, but as of now, I will just keep a note of all these things the way right now they are appearing. Okay, these are two things which I'll look into. You can always check into all kind of a long build-ups. Power Grid is showing long build-ups. It is having a call buying happening at above the normal market price. So you can keep an eye. You can check the OI map what it has. If you see any kind of a put dominance, then you know it's the way to go. So currently, if you see, we are sitting at 285, which is this. We have some kind of a dominance of call around 80 to 85 zone. Above that, I have a 287 where the put writers are higher. So like we saw in Shriram Finance, I want to wait and see how this particular thing goes. So if you remember, we did discuss about the Shriram Finance as a whole. Let's see. Shriram Finance, yeah. So Shriram Finance right now trading at 930. We saw yesterday that there was a call writing visible of 920. It crossed that. After it crossed, then we had a put writing above that particular price. So right now we are sitting in that zone. It has a normal CPR. It's not that wide, not narrow and all. So we are trading above the top central pivot, which is 915. So we are in a very good bullish zone. Okay. So these are two things which I really carefully watch. Right now there are nothing else that I would see. I'll keep a check on unusual option activity overall just to see. You can always take a filters. I prefer having take high conviction ones because this is where the weightage is more. Because there are 60 stocks, I cannot really go and check everything. So I can filter, let's say 5 if I have anything in 5. No, 5 would be very rare. I have 3. Okay, so I can then check Bank of Baroda. So currently Bank of Baroda doesn't have anything which is in the score range of 4 and 5. If I click on Bank Nifty, there is nothing. So if I reduce this filter, for example, then I see Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, as we saw, currently this is where the writing is right now major. Conviction persistence is 31%. I would love to see if the persistence go above 50%, which means there's more involvement of people coming in. I always say persistence means what? In this particular option strike, in the day of let's say 5-minute gap, how many times have people wanted to write this? Okay, so it started let's say started from 9:15 until now where we are at 12. So far in this particular time frame, 31% of the time people are writing this option. If it becomes 50-60%, it is more convincing for me. So I will know that we are going to rally over there. So we'll keep a check on this. And currently Nifty is all over the place. If you see, although it has a put writing which is there, but it is below the current market price. So let's see what is the highest put rating right now at 23,200. Okay, so it may be mixed bag, but the bank nifty is showing good amount of traction, so I'll focus on bank nifty rather. Okay, so this is again the way we see things in for the intraday. I'll try to put a video today end of the day where we see how do we check the positional options.